Good. Let's get to it, all right? So, have you guys noticed that we are living on a very, very intense environment? Well, I don't think there's a person on planet Earth that has access to traditional media or the online world that doesn't understand that we are going through some very, very tough times right now. When I say tough times, I mean things that a lot of us have not even experienced as entrepreneurs. I can tell you that going back to 2008, I was already trying to figure out business and how to be a part of this world. I utterly failed at it. I wasn't successful at it. It wasn't something that I can tell you that I actually had results with. I epically failed doing stock market. I epically failed doing real estate, other things. But I was already venturing in that world of like, hey, wait a second, can I accomplish more in my life? Can I do something better? Can I increase my wherewithal? I was already like looking into that world. So I was able to see firsthand the effects of a collapsing economy. Well, we knew what was happening. We just didn't know when it was going to happen, but we all knew it was going to happen. Some people got really comfortable with it, and some people decided to keep on learning, keep on investing in themselves, in their company to prepare for times like this. Right now is a tough time. Governments are shutting down countries. Restaurants are closing down. People are being actually forbidden to congregate in public spaces. Events are being canceled. NFL, NBA, NFL not yet because we're off season. PGA, all these different activities are off the radar. Celebrities are right now becoming mainstream when it comes to some of these guys like Tom Hanks and Kevin Durant. They have this stupid virus. So things are happening in the world today that we cannot ignore. It's a reality. So that is all the doom and gloom that we have in today's world. It's quite a bit, and it's getting worse every day. Stock market yesterday, today's Wednesday. So on Monday, we had the single worst point decline in the history of the stock market. In its 100-year history. Like we've had some really, really bad crashes. 1987, horrifying crash, right? 23% in one single day. Monday was the largest point explosion ever in the history of the stock market. And then the next day, we get an uptrend. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, wait a second. No, forget about that today. Market collapsing again. So things are really, really, really crazy. Very, very doom and gloom. And that's not a secret. And I'm not a Debbie Downer. You guys know that I'm not a negative person. I'm always looking for the silver lining. I'm always looking for the bright side. How can we leverage opportunities? Well, let me tell you. I'm going to talk to you guys today first, over the next couple of minutes, about the silver lining. I'm going to talk to you guys about opportunities that are present. Because let me tell you, and let me guarantee you something. There are opportunities today. And there are massive, massive opportunities. And that happens with any downtrending market. With any downtrending, collapsing economy, opportunities arise. This is the moment in which real businesses get separated from fake businesses or businesses that didn't really provide much value. And this is where the game becomes interesting because you that are getting trained, that are getting educated, that are watching this video, that are trying to get yourself in front of this particular collapse and try to figure out how do you survive and how do you come out on the other end still breathing, well, you are the one that are going to be able to continue beyond this point. In 2007, 2008, when the economy collapsed, I was one of the quote-unquote victims. I lost my house. I lost my survival. I didn't have any money. I lost my job. I wasn't surviving well, and some of you guys know well my story. Some of you guys might not, but that's the reality. I was a loser in that era, and I promised to myself that the next time that we ran into something like this, I was not going to go for the same thing. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. We're still thriving. Natural Slim, which is our business over here in the US and worldwide, is still thriving. It's expanding. We're still breaking records. Business is still booming. Sure, There's a lot of companies that start struggling because they don't get enough money, but the ones that are actually figuring out this online world are the ones that win the game. So again, two sides to every business, right? To what we have right now. We have the people that got comfortable with their existing situation, that weren't leveraging these online platforms, people that got comfortable with who they were and how they operated, and they didn't get that further, that deep into understanding social media platforms. That's one person. That type of person is going to struggle in a big way in this era. And that era is going to last a while. President Trump got 2 days ago on the podium, and he talked about the possibility of the economic recession lasting all the way to August of 2020. It's going to be a while. Everything is closed, businesses are not operating, resorts are closing, events are canceled. Hey, I was excited, as you guys know, that I was getting on a big stage. Maybe you don't, but I was doing Traffic and Conversions, which is the biggest marketing conference on the planet. I was getting on stage in about 10 days. And I was going to be doing my seminar on e-commerce paid growth hacking strategies, and I was super excited about that. Well, that's not happening. We are all losing something along the way. I have, right now, a lot of us are parents, and we have our kids at home, and we have to work while they're with us, because what are we going to do? We're business owners, right? We're entrepreneurs. We own brands. We don't just stop working. The brands need to keep on going. We keep on surviving. So there's that person that didn't learn it, and then there's us, the people that decided to learn something about these online platforms or about the social media world and do something about it. Because let me guarantee you something that's going on. We have now more eyeballs than ever. Social media now is being consumed more than ever. Amazon is getting more buyers than ever. E-commerce is booming because people are not going out there to buy their things. They're staying home to get what they need. So social media is still a very important factor, actually even more so because there's more people that should be working right now that instead of working, they're on social media. There are people that are bored, and these people that are bored, our job is to get in front of them. And that's what we want to do. We want to get in front of them so we can actually leverage these platforms and get more business, no matter what your business is. If you're doing lead generation so you can sell a service or a software, if you're doing a business that you sell products or services, now is the time for you to double down and not be a quitter and back out and be concerned and worried about it so much so that you don't do anything about it. So the first thing that I wanted to do on today's webinar, we're going to be talking about the journey that we put in place, which is a 5-step journey when it comes to customers, from beginning on awareness to actually them being raving fans of your business and utilizing whatever channels that they actually have themselves to spread the word about what they've gotten with your business. I wanted to show you in the last few weeks, what are we accomplishing? Because this whole virus thing started becoming mainstream a couple of weeks ago already, all right? It's been trending at a very fast pace and growing at a fast pace when it comes to the hysteria behind it. But check this out. So this is an example of a video view campaigns. I cannot zoom in on this one. Can you zoom in on that one? I don't know if you can. John is going to try to zoom in on this one, all right? So you can see here that the last days over here, I'm going to try to use my thing, okay? So over here, the last 14 days, all right? These are screenshots that I took this morning. March 4th all the way to today, all right? And this is just what we're doing. So this is on Dr. Berg's account, for example, all right? So you're going to be moving around a little bit, John, so you can actually see what I'm showing them. And then you can see, let's look at the impressions. Okay, over here, we got 999,000 impressions, and we spent $3,000 to get those impressions. So that's 1 million impressions for $3,000 total. Pretty good, right? Okay, so let's look at, for example, the cost per 3-second view. 1 cent every second view, all right? So that seems pretty good. How about 10-second views? 1 cent per 10-second view. Does that look terrible? Does that look like pandemonium? People don't want to consume the content. Nobody's thinking about business. Nobody's thinking about any of that. Cost for through play. Through play. If you guys don't know what through play is, it stands for people watching at least 15 seconds or the entirety of a 15-second video, okay? 2 cents 2 cents per fruit play over here, okay? So seems pretty good, right? Okay, so now you're saying, wait a second, are you talking about only branding campaigns? Well, let's see. Another video views campaign over here. This is on Natural Slim. Again, last 14 days over here. Cost per 10-second view, 1 cent. Let me just repeat over here. I don't know what happened to this one. This is so fascinating. John, you should look into this. What the heck happened here? 26 cents and 15 cents on this one. And then these ones are all 1 cent, all right? So we're getting 1 cent views, spending $200, $100, $100, 44, 30, etc. Okay? So let's see what else we got here. Video views campaigns on AGM. This is Manuel. Spent $800 this last couple of weeks on this particular campaign, which is video views. Fruit plays, let's see, what do we got over here? Per 10-second view, look at this campaign. 0.005, all right? That's half a penny, 1 penny, 3 pennies, 2 pennies, 1. Cost per fruit play, look at this. 1 cent per fruit play total. 1 cent per fruit play total, okay? Seems pretty good to me. All right, so let's move. This is, again, another brand. This is a lead generation business it's a clinic. Traffic campaigns over here. We're getting a lot of traffic. Last 2 weeks, again, last 14 days. Okay, we are getting a lot of traffic on these campaigns too, and we're paying 8 cents per landing page view, 8 cents, 7 cents, 20 cents. So, again, pretty affordable traffic on Dr. Berg traffic campaigns. Let's see what else. AGM Marketing, what is this? This is traffic also. 36 cents, 90 cents, $1, 43 cents. Okay, so that's still going, all right? Let's see what else. Messenger campaigns, so to generate messenger leads, all right, that we can actually have a multi-channel in place, extract phone numbers, extract emails. What are we doing with this? All right, so let's look at this one. Interesting fact that I mentioned here, I don't talk about this much, but look at the cost per thousand. $4, $5, $8, $7, $12, $14 for every 1,000 people reach. That's still really, really damn good, all right? Messages reply over here, let's look at it here. 92 cents. Can I use the red and does it show? Yeah, it does, look at that. 92 cents, all right? 92 cents per message reply, all right? So that is a human being that I have the ability to nurture, provide more content, and educate for 92 cents, less than $1, all right? That's happening right now. $5,000 spent on these campaigns, by the way. This is Dr. Berg workshop right here, Dr. Berg's account. And we have generated a total of 5,000 new messaging conversations on Messenger for less than $1 each one. All right, so far, it's still not a return on investment, right? You're still not talking about, hey, are people buying stuff from you? Are you generating any sales? I'm sure you're interested in that. So let's look at conversions campaigns. What's going on here? Dr. Berg workshop, okay? Go back here for a second. Dr. Berg workshop. Let's look at this column. Exact screenshots, not altered, not Photoshop, just for you guys, all right? So cost per purchase. Let me change to the red one. Say it was working fine, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so check it out. So $7 per purchase, 12, 9, 14, 12, 19, 17, 14, 15, 24, 19, all right? I say that's pretty damn good, especially when you have these people spending about $130 to $140 per order. So it's taking me about $10 so I can generate purchases that are people buying $140 worth of stuff, okay? Obviously, Zon Tracker is doing its thing. There's $9,000 of people that are jumping to Amazon. That's still there. Okay, so check this out. All right, let's look at the numbers here. Last 2 weeks, last 14 days, all right? We spent $52,000 and we have generated $141,000 in sales. All right, so that looks to be around, I bet you there's a lot of campaigns there that are not performing well because we do have a lot of actions going on this particular type of campaign, all right? This is just direct conversions campaign, direct from social media, not to Messenger. From social media, direct to purchasing on the shop, all right? So that's about a free ROI. You can see here that the return on the ad spend is 2.69, all right? That doesn't seem too much doom and gloom. Okay, let's see what else. Natural Slim, purchase return on the ad spend, free 24. I'm working on spending more on this. We're not spending enough. We're spending $2,282. I know we're working on this account directly right now, and we have generated $7,384 in revenue on this. Again, just to point out, last 14 days, they have been crazy, all right? It's no secret. Specifically the last 7 days, they have been really, really crazy. So I don't want you guys to be like super worried about this thing because you guys have an online business, you know social media, and you will continue surviving because you know this world. And hey, it's inevitable. Let me tell you what is a sure fact also, what is a guarantee. This will also pass. The coronavirus will become, just like we have other viruses, from the common flu to the HIV virus, they are around. They kill a lot more people than the coronavirus does in a day around the world. Nobody's panicking about them, right? So just like the coronavirus, just like these viruses passed, the coronavirus will also pass, and we're going to find out where we are at the end of this whole panic, mass hysteria, which again, people are canceling events left and right, mainly because of public relations, also because of safety. But if everybody's canceling, they should also be canceling, and that's just the way it is, right? So for lead generation, okay? So for leads, we're generating leads for a doctor clinic, and this is for like stem cell seminars, which every time that somebody purchases one of those treatments, is thousands of dollars. So for $4, $10, $19, etc., $26 a lead, right? Last 14 days, as you can see here, all right? So basically, I wanted to give you guys some good news to start with, right? This is dynamic catalog campaigns. So from the ads that we are dynamically targeting people, seems to be doing pretty good. Let's look at this over here. So $379, this is Dr. Berg's account. We have spent a total of $10,000 in the last 14 days. Again, last 14 days, we have spent $10,000, and we have generated a total of $40,000 in sales. That's almost a 4 ROI, and there's a couple $1,000 more that have gone to Amazon that we can track here directly. So the ROI is a 4 or above, and that is dynamic catalog campaigns. So are they working? It looks like they are, guys, and you can continue pushing on them because right now they are still performing at a decent pace. Dynamic catalog campaigns, let's look at this one over here. Wow, so $11 per purchase, all right? And wow, look at this, 7.16 return on the ad spend. How much did we spend? $1,198. This morning I told Jono, can you help me spend $1 million? Wouldn't you agree that we should spend $1 million? Can you comment if you agree with me? Do you agree that we should spend $1 million if we're spending $1,000 and generating $8,576 in sales? Can you tell me why are we not spending $1 million today? Is there any valid reason other than you got to apply the rules of scaling and other things that I'm teaching along the way, right? Okay, so that is like ninja, guys, right? So you can see the add to carts, right, that are happening. So I'm paying $2 per add to cart, but I'm paying $11 per purchase, and people are purchasing a lot, and then it's $8,576 in sales from $1,198 in actual advertising spent, okay? Let's see if we got something else. Okay, you get the idea, right? It's not all doom and gloom. There are some good news going on, but the media does not do well promoting good news or good opportunities, all right? It's all generally going to be dark. It's going to be very dark for the next several months, but you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a marketer, you need to grab a hold of what opportunities are existent and just take advantage of them and leverage them, because otherwise other people will. And your job is to leverage whatever opportunities you find while these things calm down. So there you have it. That is the hysteria explained in a few minutes, and also the opportunities that are present right now for those of you guys that master it, and also how lucky you all are that you have online businesses that you can run despite any quarantine, despite any problems, despite anybody that is enforcing any rules or laws, so you don't go out there in the world and engage and do social distancing, all right? Be safe, be cautious, wash your hands, protect yourself, stay healthy, spend time with your family, but don't panic and don't go into agreement with it's all dark and we're all going to die, because that's not the reality. That's not going to happen. This is all going to pass. The same thing as everybody else, it will pass. So you got to just stay, as everything else, it will pass. You just got to just stay on top of your game, keep on learning, keep on pushing forward, keep on making sure that you keep on doing your successful actions every day, and don't change much any other things until this whole thing dies down, in which you're going to continue growing from that point on. All right, there you have it.